December 1st, 2020. Hello, everybody. Another episode of Arizona Real Estate Showcase brought to you by the Grandin Group, powered by Corcoran Platinum Living, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. 25 days. We are here, folks. We are here. It is Christmas time, December 1st. Thanksgiving's done. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. So we got a few things to get to the show today. But so first of all, how was your Thanksgiving? Ours was fantastic. We got to celebrate with family and friends. About 25 of us. Good time, tons of food. Every year it's the same thing, tons of food. And, we got to make some donations to some food banks and help out some less fortunate, which is always good. And that's one thing that we want to kind of just touch base on. Christmas time and Thanksgiving doesn't need to be the only time of year that we help out others. And so specifically this year with this whole China virus and everything, we, you want to kind of take an extra look and, really help those in need. Now, how do you determine who's in need and who's just too lazy to get up and work? So this is a kind of a question we touch base on all the time. So as you know, we have a company called InstantRenters.com. And InstantRenters.com is specifically set up to help people rent a house. It's free. Help rent a house, get them in the mood to buy a house. So the realtors generally don't want to touch rentals. So we'll take them out. We show you, make sure you find a nice rental, and then in a year or so, we're able to maybe sell you a house. So one thing that's been going on this year with this whole China virus is the Corona Rental Relief Program. So now, and I've talked to hundreds, and I'm not even exaggerating, literally hundreds of people that have part-time jobs, whether they work at the UPS store, they're a waiter, waitress, maybe they're picking up trash, little odds and ends jobs. And these people are renting homes, and I've helped a lot of them find rental homes, but they're all renting homes, and not one, use the Corona as a excuse not to get their bills paid. They were out hustling, even when everything was shut down. They busted their rear to make things happen. So with that said, there's a lot of people that did utilize this saying, I can't work because of coronavirus. I make more from the government, so I don't have to pay rent. So the trickle effect on this has been that the landlord, so many of you that might own a property, are now paying a mortgage on a house where somebody's living for free. Yes, they have to pay you what's due. It's not a forgiveness, but they have to pay you what's due. But meanwhile, it may have put you in a little bit of a bind where you have your house payment, you have another house payment for somebody to live in there, plus you're paying all those bills. Causes a little bit of an issue. So personally, and I mean, listen, I love renters, and they deserve a ton of respect, and Arizona is a great place to rent. The rental market's hot, and it's good to rent if you don't know where you want to buy it. But with that said, we've had a lot of people, in my opinion, abuse the system and just say, yeah, you know what, I'll take the $600, $700, $800 the government's giving me, tell my landlord I can't pay rent, and I can't get evicted. So those rules are changing, and it's not as easy as it sounds, because trust me, I've seen people get evicted during this corona crisis. And just because you don't want to pay, or the media has told you that you don't have to pay, doesn't mean you have to. You have to pay your rent. And there's a lot of people dependent on that. So for those of you that are renting, congratulations and thank you to all of you that have paid your rent, because you've helped the economy, you've helped the people that own the houses do something else that might benefit you in the long run. So for those of you that haven't paid it, if you truly couldn't pay it, we're here to help. But for those of you that just are like, I'm going to sleep in and smoke weed and do this and play video games, and I just don't want to work because, it's the virus and you're using that as an excuse, it doesn't work. And trust me, it's not good when it goes to court. Plus, it ends up on your credit report as an eviction, which makes it really hard to get you another rental. So if you're able to work, get out there and find a job or whatever and get to work and make sure you make your rent payment, especially above everything else. If you have to choose between a rent payment and, going to the movies or something like that, pay your rent. So anyways, Instant Renters, we can help you find a rental. It's a great, great company, InstantRenters.com, owned by the Grandin Group. And we've had it for about 17 years and helped thousands and thousands of people find a rental. Now, the rental market is really tough right now. And when I mean tough, is it's just hard to find rentals. Those of you that are coming in town, we have a lot of out-of-state listeners, and I want to thank you for that. But a lot of you that are coming to town, if you have not got your seasonal rental right now, it is very, very difficult to find a rental. It's getting harder. This town's packed. Okay. Hey, we are 25 days till Christmas. We got through Thanksgiving. Arizona, we did not have a lockdown, so you could have as many people as you wanted at your house. And even though we have a lousy governor here, they didn't really give anybody a hard time. So the Thanksgiving was great, and I hope everybody got a chance to hang out with their family and friends and really enjoy it, because it's even if it's one day a year, you have to take that in, put it in your memories, and go forward with that. So now we are on to Christmas. So we've got a few people have asked, hey Jason, we're thinking about selling our house, but we're going to wait till after the first of the year. And my reply to that is, why? Why do you want to wait till the first of the year? Well, we got so much going on. We got family coming in. We've got pets. We've got to do all this cooking. And my answer to that is, I understand that. But you know what? There's so many people in town that are looking. And there's so many people that come to town, they don't realize what they're coming to. And when they get here, you would absolutely be amazed at how many people get to Arizona, Scottsdale, Cave Creek, Chandler, Fountain Hills, wherever it may be. They get here, they're not here 24 hours, and they've already committed to moving. I mean, I've had people, I actually have one guy that came in for a Barrett Jackson car auction about 4 years ago. Came into town. I get a call. This was awesome. I get a call, and he's like, hey, I saw this condo in downtown Scottsdale I want to buy, and so let's get it going. And I'm like, okay, let me come on down. I'll show it to you. Nope, I don't need to see it. Just write it up. So naturally, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to waste my time doing this. So anyways, I wrote it up, sent it over to him. He signed it, sent over proof of funds, closed a few days later on a $330,000 condo in downtown Scottsdale. Till this day, 4 years later, I still have not met this person in person. Now, I talk to him all the time because we rent his place out, but I've never met him. And so that is the kind of magic that we have here in Arizona. You come to Arizona, especially now, today's a beautiful day. It's probably 68, 69 degrees outside. You have a pair of jeans on, t-shirt. It's just absolutely amazing. And this is all part of, I'd like to think, the start of the year, but it's also part of the great way to end the year, and it's part of the 25 days till Christmas, the magic stuff. So, should you sell your house during Christmas? Absolutely. People love this. There's a difference when you buy a house, and for those of you selling, when you sell a house, somebody comes into your house and they close on it specifically before Christmas or during the holidays. When they're moving in, there is a different memory that's made than if they're moving in March. And whether it's, they're getting their bags in and all their stuff, and they're like, oh, I got to get the tree up. I got to get the menorah up. I've got to get the lights decorated outside. All the fun stuff that goes with it. It's just an entirely different memory when you're buying or selling during the holiday season. And with a good agent, you can make it very simple to show your house because you just set some times up. And then you know what? Like my mom makes these incredible cookies. She's the absolute best cook when it comes to chocolate chip cookies. Have some cookies out there, maybe some cider, just something that gives you the holiday feel. And bam, you're going to get that price for your house, if not more. It's magic, I'm telling you. So the other thing that we have, so yes, it's a good time to sell. And if you have questions about selling or buying during the holiday season, give us a call here at the Grandin Group. We'll take care of you. Arizona's #1 brother and sister team. Hey, real quick, I know we discussed it last week, being thankful about things. I want to thank our entire audience. This year has been absolutely incredible. This podcast has been growing. I love doing it. It's a blast. I cannot wait to get it live video so we can have it on video or the podcast just like this. But it's been great. I want to thank you guys for introducing your friends to the show. I know we kind of ramble on sometimes about stuff, but from what I've understood from the emails I get, it's more of a personal connection and like that. Instead of me coming on here saying, hi, the real estate market is super hot. You need to buy a house now. We want you to know the Arizona lifestyle, and that is how we do a lot of our stuff. So it's great. So We love it. We love Arizona, and we are waiting for you to get here from Arizona to Arizona. And it's funny. There's it was about 225 to 250 people a day moving. Now it's over 300 people a month. Sorry, I said a day. A month moving here to Arizona. And we're getting more and more, especially with the restrictions you're getting in Colorado, California, New York. New York tends to go to Florida, but the New Yorkers that come here love it. And again, I think we mentioned this in one of our past podcasts, is if you're a New Yorker, I'm getting you a pair of boots and a hat, because there's nothing greater than watching a guy from the city come out here and turn into a cowboy. It's fantastic. So since we are 25 days till Christmas, everybody is now decorating their houses, whether it's for Hanukkah or Christmas, and it's looking incredible. In fact, our internet TV show, The Lockbox, will be featuring many of the homes that are decorated here in Scottsdale and Chandler and Fountain Hills and all that fun stuff, Cave Creek. So let's hit a couple topics real quick. Real tree or fake tree? All right, so this is a constant argument every single year. I am 100% adamant you go with a real tree. I like the experience of going out to the tree lot, and in these days, since they hardly have them, you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, or hell, even Whole Foods has them. But so you go there, and I like the experience of like feeling the trees, touching it, that smell. I like having my kids with me. It's a magic building moment for me. So I'll always be a real tree. Now, there's other people that have had their tree up since before Thanksgiving. It's a fake tree. And they look great. And there's some good deals out there. And I do understand, how you just pull it out of the box and set it up. Me, I don't like to have to store it. But that's a whole other issue. So what do you guys prefer, real tree or fake tree? Let me know on our website. Go to the Grandin Group on Facebook. Or we're now on Parler as well, which is way better than Facebook and Twitter. It's non-censored, and you can say anything, and you don't have to put up with some of the politics when you're just trying to have a conversation. So most of the people, it looks like, are voting for a real tree, but there are tons of you that like those fake trees, and they're easy to change out, and then you just stuff them back in the box and you're done. So I understand that. Decorating, best time of the year. I know it's funny watching some of these people climb ladders and hang stuff on the roof, and you got to be super careful and stuff. But it's all part of the magic of owning a home when you are decorating your house. We have Rudolph, we've got Star Wars, we've got whales, we've got Toy Story, everything you can possibly imagine in the front yard. You've got blow-ups, colorful lights, red, blues, green, silver. It's absolutely amazing. And it's amazing how creative everybody gets and the transformation your house takes when you throw one set of lights on some bushes in the front of your house. It's absolutely amazing. So the decorations are just absolutely incredible. Even if you just put up one or two, it's just a really good way to celebrate the season, show Santa that he can land on your roof, and it's also a good way to celebrate Jesus' birthday, which is the reason for the season, and we all know that. So now the other thing, when you're selling the homes and stuff, there are some great recipes for those kitchens. One of the big things that people are looking for during the holidays, and it's kind of funny that when people are looking for homes, they sit there and they're like, listen, we have a big Thanksgiving, we have a big Christmas, we want a great kitchen. So right now on the request for homes, the big thing that everyone's asking for is we want gas, we want a big kitchen, and we want a kitchen that opens up to the living room. So what we're seeing is a lot of the family rooms or the dining rooms are going out, and people are wanting more of an open concept where they can cook, hang out in the kitchen, still being part of everyone else. And we're seeing a lot more of that. And actually, the new builds, it's kind of funny, and Toll Brothers does a great job on this. So they're doing an open floor plan where people can get that concept. Yet there's little side rooms that can be set up as a formal living or a formal dining room, sorry. That way you can have your formal table that you use twice a year. It's out of the way, but yet the rest of the time the space is open for you to enjoy. So that's one of the important things on the holidays when you're baking and cooking, and there's nothing better than that smell traveling through there. You're sitting there watching a football game or the news or whatever it may be, and all of a sudden you just get belted in the face with cinnamon, chocolate chips, peanut butter, powdered sugar. I mean, you just name it. This is the magic of Christmas. All there is to it. So there's so many different ways to celebrate the holidays. And, having your own home is just one of those memories that you can just never get rid of. So what we're going to do, this is my dedication to you guys, for the next, we have 25 days of Christmas, so we're going to do a couple podcasts a week, and we're going to talk about different Christmas things. And I wanted just to get on, basically not even prepared for the show today, because I wasn't planning on doing it. But since it's December 1st, I want to make sure that, first of all, I wish you guys an incredible holiday season. It's going to be fantastic, even with everything going on. For those of you, my friends that are listening in your lockdown cities, California, New York, do not put up with this nonsense. Sell your place, get out here to Arizona. It's not going to happen here. This is a great state. Things are changing, and a lot of people are getting involved, and it's going to be great. We're going to have a really great time. So, 25 days of Christmas. We are starting today. We're going to have a couple podcasts a week, so you'll be able to jump on and listen to it. I'm going to have a couple guests, and if you guys have any questions, make sure you shoot me an email, and thanks again for the emails. I really appreciate it. We're going to talk about decorating. We're going to talk about food. I'm going to have some killer recipes. In fact, the next episode, I'm going to tell you how to make the best hot chocolate, and I'm going to tell you how to make some great French toast. So, and then if you guys have any ideas for me, send it over. We want to hear those. We'll post them out there. 2021, we need to start thinking about that. It is going to be a phenomenal next year. In fact, I would venture to say with the way this year's went, 2021 is an opportunity for all of us to really make things happen. If buying a house is in your future, keep that in your mind, and let's get you a house. Let's get you qualified. Let's get you a house. If you're thinking about selling a house and maybe, moving into something else, do it. 2021 cannot be a year of procrastinating. That has to end. If we've learned anything from 2020, it's that we cannot take little things for granted. We can't miss opportunities. We can't miss family. We can't miss friends. We've got to make things happen. And to do that, we all have to work. And real quick, so we've got another lady that I'm going to introduce in episode coming up. She's a life coach. And she kind of takes the same approach I do. And it's kind of funny. When you're sitting there talking to her, you'll just be having a conversation with her, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, why didn't I think of that? When the fact of the matter is, you have been thinking that, and you just got to make it happen. So we're not going to let you get discouraged. We're going to have a blast. We're going to stay positive. We're going to try to stay out of politics, but man, everything has been involved in politics. Nobody has taken our Christmas away this year, so we're going to go forward with it. We're going to eat cookies, cakes, you name it, turkey, roast. We're going to watch 50 million Christmas movies. We're going to get a new house. We're going to sell some homes. We're going to have a good time, and you guys are going to go for the ride. Again, this is your show, Arizona Real Estate Showcase. So if you have any questions, shoot it over to me. Episode 1, 25 Days of Christmas. Get ready. Get out there. Start your shopping. Have a good time. This is about you. This is about your family. We love it, and we love you guys. Hey, next episode will be here in a couple days. Thanks for joining us on day 1 of the 25 Days of Christmas. I'm Jason Grandin with the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, powered by Corcoran Platinum Living, which is Arizona's #1 in luxury. For those of you that don't know, and I've mentioned in some past episodes recently, Platinum Living. We're still Platinum Living, but we teamed up or were acquired by Corcoran, which is Barbara Corcoran's real estate company, and the lady from Shark Tank. So we've got a phenomenal marketing plan. I thought we had a great marketing plan before, and the one we have now expands the entire globe. So it's fantastic. You guys have a great start to December. Looking forward to meeting you. My size is large if you're sending me shirts, shorts, whatever it is. Ugly sweater party's coming up. We are going to have a blast. Get ready for the holidays. Jason Grandin with Arizona Real Estate Showcase. We will talk to you soon. Thanks again.